So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Becklin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai goes on a charge down the left. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Chance here to counter. Now it's Szoboszlai. Olise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Olise! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Olise clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Tries to pass it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Just eases him off the ball. He's on it, can he get away? Nice control. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He is through here. Here's a chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Saka. Can he spark a counter here? Saka. He's through here. Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. Kante did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, really good. He's going for goal! Goal! Barcelona! Gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this, or...
Has a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Brzezinski. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Olise. Oh, right place, right time. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
He's gone for goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Szoboszlai deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Good work on the right flank here. Goes for the shot! Sao Paulo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Olise goes short.
Sao Paulo really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And the shot! Well, now it's in he goes again! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Del Piero, looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Oh, sweet feet. Soboslai stood his ground strongly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that's a key interception. That's headed upfield. Now it's Soboslai. Nicely shaped ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, what has happened here? And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And it's been taken short. Lovely feet. So it's going to be another corner. Barcelona have their second corner now. Del Piero plays it short.
Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Played back in. Applies the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Olise actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we're done. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Saka! Now he's got space here. Haaland, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Can he get on the end of this? And he whips a terrific header! Goal! Barcelona! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's made its way to him. He's shifting through the gears here. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Barcelona are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. And he plays one through. Gullit. It's come through and he's had a quick look in. Oh, smash! Oh, crossbar! Nakamura plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Looking to play him in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Del Piero shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Carvajal. Played into the middle.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No way through there. Oh no, what has happened here? Looking for options for movement. Carvajal. A probing pass. Oh, well played, well played. Defending of the desperate variety. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. It's a searching pass. This looks promising. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Taken back almost at once. And this is... And Gullit! Gullit! Beyond special! What a player! A finish right from the top drawer!
There will be one.
And look what it means to them. This is a position of... And it's half-time here. So your views on the first half?
Barcelona really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Substitution in progress.
Barcelona go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And we are back on the way. Gullit. Now, can they get him away? Nice interception, well timed. Nakamura. And they win it back again. Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? It's hit the crossbar. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
He has found the way through. Closing in on goal. There's the shot! He scores! The second half sparked straight into life. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Nakamura. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Nakamura has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Nakamura looking to play it into the box.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
Showing good feet. And it's Robertson. And this is Kante.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now that looks a decent ball. DiMarco. Barella. Rijkaard. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's a key interception.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Barcelona really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Flings it, climbs up big! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
Indicated.
Lacking in accuracy. Nakamura. DiMarco. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows to... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
For me, Peter, David Beckham is one of the greatest wide players of his generation.
And a bit of a throwback in a way, in the sense that he's a right-footed right winger.
Yeah, it's the perfect position for him. His game has never been about cutting inside. It was kind of to hit the byline and get crosses in.
He's often mentioned, though, hasn't he, that he'd rather play in the middle.
Yeah, and that's something I find hard to understand personally, in view of his brilliant skill set.
Guardiola.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Baresi. And he's had it nicked away. And that could set him on his way. Pass somewhat off target. Del Piero is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. That's very neat. DiMarco. And instinctive climbs up big! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Almost half an hour in now. Nesta does really well to win the ball there. Probing pass. And no, that was never going to make it. Here's a player who has defined a generation. Carvajal. Oh, nicely intercepted. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Sade. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Just the goalkeeper to beat.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Guardiola. He can run onto that. Big chance! It's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
One sweeping move, executed. Big header! Oh, the ball's run, and it's come back out to him. No, he couldn't get hold of it.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. What a throw in. And he's managed to gift it back. Dembele takes control of it and he's on the move. Played back in. Griezmann. Griezmann! And there's the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. And that's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Second period then underway.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Now that's well seen too. Ronaldinho. DiMarco. Beckham. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Beckham is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Griezmann! Griezmann! Becoming a modern great! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Chance for a shot! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well read, nice interception. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Sporting appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Del Piero. Now it's Haaland. Can he get on the end of this? He's found a way. Decent chance! Sticks it away! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 9, Del Piero.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number
Barcelona
13,
get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every
23,
chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Number 24,
Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there.
11, Soboslai. Number 19, Bukayo Saka.
Tries from distance.
Number 8, Dennis Law. Substitution.
That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Griezmann. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Sporting surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's Muller. And the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. DiMarco clears it away.
Sporting nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Now he's got space here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Bergkamp. Well, they can break here, and it's been played through. Law gets into some space, and he can clear it away. And that is that. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense... Ronaldinho!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And this is Luis Suarez. And it's Iniesta. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's chosen to go back. Iniesta. Looking to play him in. And it's Bergkamp. Cafu gets over and intercepts.
Well, we're in the presence of a true great of Italian football.
You're talking Bergami?
Yeah, he can perform anywhere across the back four. And
oh, shooting chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
River Plate with the corner, there first. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Bergami. So it is still 0-0. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Knocks it into space. And this is Bergkamp. Bergkamp! Oh, he's been caught napping. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Jordi Alba is looking to influence the game from out wide. Looking for the run. Ronaldinho. Oh, well played, well played. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. For Messi. Neymar. Iniesta. Luis Suarez. Saka. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Veron. It's a good spell of possession, this. And this is Lewis. Chance for a shot! Could be danger here. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Now it's Haaland. He's on. Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Plays it through. Saka providing an outlet on that flank. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Ball is over the line. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
2 added minutes has been
Carvajal
indicated.
made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. He's in a great position here. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
And a quick reminder
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Barcelona, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we're off again. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Big chance! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal...
Climbs up big! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Takes a shot! Jordi Alba. And it's Iniesta. Saka has created one goal already. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
River Plate have a free kick. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint, this was to be avoided.
Luis Suarez! Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Mateus, and it's Bergkamp. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. DiMarco crosses it in. He's got tall. Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Saka has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 23.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Ronaldinho, number 19.
Just eases him off the ball.
Number 24, Bergkamp.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Number 10, Bellingham.
Right card,
Number
promptly
17,
onto that, and that is that.
Number 15.
Law.
Substitution.
Played down the flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement with...
Law! Gattuso gets it clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Played towards the other side.
Well spotted.
Just 5 minutes left. Busquets.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Pele can see things others simply cannot. Pele, lovely. Now then, loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Indicated.
Beckenbauer gets it away. Oh, well played. Look at the space. It's Pele! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And he's there to clear it. That's that, the end. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Luis Suarez really is a player who can do everything. He makes a more than decent target man, and his energy levels mean the opposition defence are constantly under pressure.
And that, I guess, is essential if you're going to play pressing football.
Well, that's right, as so many sides do these days. I hated playing against players like Luis Suarez. Not that too many met his standard in my time, but he just never let you rest, Peter. He was always around about you, and you knew he was going to pop up and cause you trouble at some stage.
Oh, he's been caught, and Hullet! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Gets his head on it! It's bounced back off the post. It's a good spell of possession, this. Rivaldo. That's a sharp pass.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he plays one through. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, this looks sharp. Now, what about a counter-attack? Perez.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. DiMarco. Now it's Szoboszlai. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Half an hour played now. Carvajal. Law. Perez. Good ball, good take.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Szoboszlai. He's tried one! Oh, taken with style! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
He's had a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Law might just make this. And he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through. Perez. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, what has happened here? Szoboszlai! Rijkaard. And the whistle goes for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Barcelona certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Barcelona sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And the game has already resumed here. Pass somewhat off target. Szoboszlai. Aimed beyond the defence. He's got away. Shot, surely! Lampard. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's having a go! Oh, he's really drilled it. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Somerslide!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And he's there to get it away. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. He's found a way through. That is a brilliant interception. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Szoboszlai. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good ball over the top. And Messi! And he has kept it out somehow.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He gets big! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Well read, nice interception. Saka. Looking to play him in. Law finds himself offside. Taken back almost at once. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that's a dangerous ball. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And the keeper couldn't hold it. And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Szoboszlai is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, it's Law. It's Pires! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Barcelona go into the lead. Aimed beyond the defence. It's run loose here. Barcelona looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Cleared without complication. Mbappe. Beckenbauer does really well to win the ball there. That'll be a throw-in.
There will be 3 minutes.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. We are into stoppage time. Now it's Saka, and the flag has stayed down. Rijkaard can get it clear. There's the whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early.
There's the shot! Decent enough try.
Law certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Kukçu. Great vision. That looks a good ball through. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Szoboszlai. Belletti. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Szoboszlai, out towards the flank. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that has been knocked clear. And a chance! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish of true class! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He just absolutely speared that in. Yeah. And the shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Nicely shaped ball. That's a good... He's having a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Haaland charging forward, the ball at his feet. Showing great feet there. Real chance here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Saka! Oh, the ball's... and it's come back out to him. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's away! Nakamura. Played into space. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Saka looking to get on the end of this. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that.
Takes a shot! And it's there! And they are cruising away. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't...
And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Perez. He just refused to budge, and he's got his way. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And we're done. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. And this is Nakata. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Robertson. And the pass is intercepted. Robertson is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And it's Nakata. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He rises! Goal! Barcelona! The breakthrough strike! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other.
Just the goalkeeper shoots! He scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Time and again they are repelled. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking to play him in. DiMarco. Sarri. And here's Batistuta. Has a look and plays it forward. Looking for options for movement. Well, there's a probing ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the...
And there is the half-time whistle. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Barcelona really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Barcelona sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Looking for a runner.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And the shot! And that's another good one. Takes a shot! Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Well, he's very much the go-to guy. This is right up his street.
Went for the curler. Robertson. Aubameyang. It's a pretty loose pass. He's looking wide. And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Threads one in. Law with 2 goals already to his name. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly a decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. That was a given, it always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Defending of the desperate variety. It's played through for him. Van Bouten cuts out the pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Little doubt, that is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Played in by Danny Carvajal. Barcelona are coasting towards victory. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. That's a corner kick.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Messi is there and he can get that clear. Aimed in towards the centre. Can he stop it going out? And he's quick to get it clear again.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Pass somewhat off target. And he's gone long. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And there goes the final whistle. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect. A win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance.
And we come to you
Law
now with
voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Charity fund.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, you could make a case to say, Jim, that Park Ji-sung is the most successful Asian export ever.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Hugely popular, and it's hard to argue if you look at his record at the very top level. A player with...
Del Piero! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Del Piero deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's Beckham. And the pass is intercepted. Beckham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's gone looking for safety. Aimed beyond the defence. Thinks about the shot. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Played back in. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Beckham.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's got the beating of his man. And in! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Now the... Oh, in he goes again! In once more. And he knocks it clear. Rice. Beckham. Well, that has not gone well. He shifted it to the flank. Saka. Del Piero. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Thuram getting this one clear. That's a delicate pass. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Spread it left. Quick look, then play. Big header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Rijkaard. And that's put paid to a promising move. And this is Del Piero. And they've got rid. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That has ended up in no man's land. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Rijkaard. Beckham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that's a lovely exchange. And this is Del Piero.
Goes for a shot! He has done it! The breakthrough arrives at last!
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 21, Owen.
We have
Coming
got
on to
changes
replace
here
him
from
is
both sides, in fact.
Number 23.
A 1-0 lead established.
Substitution.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Messi picks it up out wide. And he gets rid in a hurry. And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. And that has been cleared.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Batistuta. Carvajal kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking for options for movement.
And he shoots! They've scored!
And there's the goal they've been looking for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it.
Chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Milan have their second corner now. Beckham plays it short. Has a shot! Oh, should have put that away. Corner number 3 coming up. Beckham goes short. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Beckham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Jones looking wide. Messi. And he's cut it out. Carvajal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now it's Del Piero.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Good ball, good take. There's a no-nonsense tackle. It's their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's a good look. It's a mighty effort! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Marquinhos. Beckham might just... And the referee brings it to a close. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in a... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Mignon claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's good vision. And he's in on goal. In he goes again! Off the post!
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Climbs up big! No mistake! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed.
And Batistuta!
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short.
Tries a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a lovely pass. Punched away. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Oh, shooting chance!
Ronaldinho, a true great in every sense of the word. Oh, good-looking ball. Van Bouten. Spain finding their passes. And here's Batistuta.
Batistuta! Oh, glorious Bati goal! About as smooth as it gets. Back to within one. Interesting.
He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Bellingham. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
And we come to
No,
you now
well,
with
the
a quick
pickings
request
certainly
for
have been
support
rich in this
for our
first
World
half.
Charity
Well, I think the
Fund.
message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker
Substitution.
and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Barcelona are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And he shoots! Lookman. Now Saliba. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Bellingham.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now, he's got space here. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Well read, nice interception. And it's Ronaldinho. Bellingham. And the shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
So can they do it again? Ronaldinho's... Up he goes! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Ronaldinho, who does have an assist to his name. DiMarco, played into space out wide. Sane gets into a good position. Terrific header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Baresi. And it's DiMarco. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. He has found the way through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Van Bouten did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Lookman! Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Sané, delivered with swing, and the keeper beats it away. That's a sharp pass. Shot could be on. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's got two. They've scored! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion.
Shot a goal! Has another goal! Yes! And they are cruising away. He'll take that. Perhaps not the pretty... And that will be it. Barcelona really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in...
Mateus! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's a sharp pass. Messi. And it's Otto. And Robertson. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Foden tries to play it through. Bastoni makes the interception. Opts to play it back. It's Ronaldinho! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So, a breakthrough already. Law! Messi. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And reclaimed it in a trice. Ronaldinho has a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, it's Van Basten. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here, and it's played in here. Messi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them, and the score is 1-0. Foden. And he shoots! He scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona are now lucky. Tries a shot! Quite brilliant! Ronaldinho! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're at it again in double quick time. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Carvajal is always looking to play quality balls. That is good alertness. And we've reached half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Barcelona absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Barcelona will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Nice sequence of passes, this. He's had a shot! He's got a goal! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Colombia give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Beckenbauer pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Well read, nice interception. Colombia finding their passes. Played out wide. Conte. Rijkaard. And Bastoni. And it's Robertson. Shot at goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Colombia looking to pass. Messi! And he hits the net! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Ronaldinho proves just a little bit too strong. This looks promising. Big chance! No mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And here's Ronaldinho. Driving forward. Mateo, and the shot! He should have put that one away.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. He rises! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Van Basten. Kante defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. It's Bale! Keeper's not concerned by that. DiMarco. It's Saka. And it's Ronaldinho. Nicely shaped ball. And the ball is out of play. Robertson. Conte. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Ronaldinho. He's gone for goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Ronaldinho, a header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Law taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Well, Giuseppe Bergomi really is a culture player, is he not, Jim? With a little bit of menace in the mix too.
Yeah, we all know him as a right-back, Peter, of course, but he has the flexibility, versatility, the confidence and the composure to play centrally too. He's even been known to play as a sweeper at times. No one did zonal marking better than this guy.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Strong running down that left flank. Vitinha. And it's Rijkaard. Now Costa Curta. Rivaldo quietly revving up.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Mateus, played into space out wide. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vitinha is always looking to break lines. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Szoboszlai. Ronaldinho. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Del Piero. The Netherlands looking to pass their way through. Rivaldo wriggles his way through. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Szoboszlai. Del Piero. Law. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vitinha. And here's Musiala. And Del Piero! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short. Musiala receives it in a good position here. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's well spotted. Costa Curta. Bergomi. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking for the run. He's being urged to shoot. And here's the chance to counter. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
I'd just like to read out our fan
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are back underway.
Barcelona really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Cross flung in towards the middle. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
A header!
Played back in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with some
Real chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Law. Vitinha, looking for a runner. Carvajal. For Szoboszlai. Looking for options for movement.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Scholes. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The Netherlands really will have to throw everything at this now.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.
Just a quick
And after all of that,
announcement,
Jim,
we'd like to
what are you
inform
thinking?
that
Well, neither
CCTV
side...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
They don't make them like Diego Maradona anymore, Peter.
Certainly don't, and I imagine the plan for his team will be just give him the ball.
Completely. He's a player who always has been streets ahead. So good that managers were forced to come up with unique systems just to try and deal with him. Not that it's helped them very much.
And now a sudden chance to counter. This is Owen, looking for the run. Well, they've got it again. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Batistuta. Mbappe. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And Germany are in front! Calm, composed, confident, what a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Corner number 2 then. Barella tries to clear. Germany have the chance to go the other way.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
No outsmarting him this time. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Saka is onto this. Big chance! He's got a goal! Barcelona are back in business. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
DiMarco. And here's Owen. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Maradona. Baresi cuts it out. He's a sharp little ball here. And Owen! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Oh, shooting chance! He scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter? To see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So the lead now is 2. Well, he's had a shot! And again! That is decidedly lacking.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. DiMarco. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Will be 3
Bale.
minutes added time.
Ronaldinho. Haaland. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his way. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And the first half is done.
Barcelona are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Barcelona head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. So off we go once more. Now, can they get him away? Rijkaard getting this one clear. Rijkaard. And here's Haaland. Saka. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Haaland. Fernandes. Oh, that's clever. Tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And it's there! And they are cruising away. So now the difference is 3. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
This is Owen. Ronaldinho. And he's gone backward. Holland! Holland! Oh, it's fabulous! A finish of true class. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. He just absolutely speared that in. Can he finish? And he seemed certain to get the 6th.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's put paid to a promising move. We can run on to that. Oh, what has happened here? Corner number 3 coming up. Climbs up against the crossbar. And that was very necessary. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Haaland. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now, what about a counter-attack? Saka providing an outlet on that flank. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. A probing pass. Short changes him with that pass. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode.
2 added minutes have
Saka.
been indicated.
And he's managed to get free. He's going for goal! Played out towards the right wing. And that's it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
And we come to you now
Ronaldinho
with a
taking
quick
in the
request for
accolades,
support
having been
for our
named man of the
charity
match,
fund, Chance
and
in
deservedly
Football.
so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. And this is Shevchenko. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's really drilled it. And he's let fly! Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, there are plenty, Jim, who consider Aaron Wan-Bissaka to be one of the better defensive fullbacks around.
I'm inclined to agree. It's so hard to get past him. Those long legs of his just manage to get his foot to the ball anytime a winger or another fullback tries to go past him. He's so difficult to break down.
And he has this tendency also to produce his very best against the top opposition. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Dink through, and he's in on goal! Not the most convincing of passes. Mateus, quality ball. And this is Pires! Pires! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Pires has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Saka. Oh, that's fabulous. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, that's a key interception. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Hullet. And the through ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A header! It's in for the pieces! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Just a quick
That's a really interesting game, and they
Inside
head in
1-2,
at
we're about to
half-time
announce
at
today's lottery
1-1.
numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket. Substitution in progress.
So it's back to business. That has been cut short. And he thumps it clear. Makaleli. Carvajal is looking to influence the game from out wide. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he's quick to snatch it back. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a searching pass.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Bit too much weight on the pass. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Saka. He has found the way through. And he skips past his man. And this is Perez. Now what about shapes to shoot? Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He's having a shot! Goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Takes the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Makalele. Pass somewhat off target. And he's had a hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
That is ended up in no man's land. Rodri. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's played through for him. He's got away, and the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Saka, there's the... He rises! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Added time.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he cuts out the supply. And that will be the final act. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Law voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
On public transportation today,
your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beck. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started.
Darren Fletcher will be key here. It's going to be down to him to dictate the tempo of this game.
Yeah, he's the sort of player, isn't he, that the team turns to in tough times.
Yeah, he's going to have to do an awful lot because of his position. Regaining possession, shielding and covering that defence, distributing the ball and carrying it up the pitch at times. He's always willing to go that extra mile.
Chance! Cleared without complication. Great vision. Saka gets into a good position. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That looks a decent ball. He's one-on-one! Shot could be on. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there. A few seconds.
Law! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe picked out brilliantly. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And he welcomes it in. No way through, so takes a shot!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Now he's got space here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Can he get onto this? Shot at goal! Szoboszlai looking understandably energised after his goal. That's beautifully weighted. And Del Piero! That has not worked out as planned.
Well, you can't fault him for his confidence, nor his willingness to have a go at that.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Law.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, delightful ball. And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great...
Goes for a shot! He's kept it out just.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And he gets rid in a hurry. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Barcelona have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. That gets things going for the second half. No, that's been intercepted. Del Piero. Can he spark a counter here? Darren Fletcher. Mateus. And he cuts out the supply. Denilson. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Mbappe! Saka. Oh, this looks sharp. Looking for the run. And this is Del Piero. He's got away. And Del Piero! It's run. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Caught offside that time. De Ligt. Time and again they are repelled. Benatia kept his eye on it, and he's there. Aimed beyond the defence. Law is flagged offside. Mateus. Saka, who's set up one goal so far. And that could set him on his way. There's no chance for a shot! He has done it! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
It's become a case of men against boys. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He can run onto that. Law. Del Piero. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, there's a probing ball. Can he get on the end of this? Baresi. Played out to the left flank. De Ligt calmly anticipates. Corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Carvajal going full steam ahead down the left flank. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Pass somewhat off target. Five minutes left on the clock. Carvajal. Now, can they get him away? Can he latch on to this? He has found the way through. And he's there to get it away.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Summerslide! Brought out the best in the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Climbs up big! And that was very necessary. And that's that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
And a quick announcement
Law
today
taking
that
in the
memorabilia from
accolades,
today's
having been
match
named
is
man
now
of the
on
match,
sale in the
and
stadium.
deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked, whether it was link-up play.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Batistuta, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Decent chance! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, face to law!
Sticks it away!
They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Peter, I can tell you that
He's gone for goal! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Foden is standing over this one. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. He's gone direct.
Oh, that's fabulous! A finish of true class! Right back in the game!
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Sané. Now it's Barella. Picked out brilliantly. And the shots! Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Closing in on...
And he shoots!
And he nearly went all the way.
Mbappe just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Carvajal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Was somewhat off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It's a searching pass. DiMarco, cross into the box. Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Lookman getting this one clear. Carvajal. Delivery from Danny Carvajal. And it's Rijkaard. Barcelona looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Mbappe. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Van Bouten promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That is good alertness.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Strokes it back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Foden. That'll be the last act of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
Hello everybody.
Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And the Haaland! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Oh, good-looking ball. Ronaldinho. Good ball, good take. Chance for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Foden. Shot could be on. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Foden. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And that has been cleared. Passes short and sharp. Foden. And a chance! Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Foden. Spread it left. Del Piero. Tries a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And it's Ronaldinho. Haaland! Real chance! They've done it! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Germany get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Del Piero. Law. Chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Law is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Very much into the last knockings. Now he's got space here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Law! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, this looks sharp. Ronaldinho. Baresi gets over and intercepts. Carvajal. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one
And we'd
decisive
like to inform
moment.
you now that the latest
Law
travel
picking up the
information is
Man of the
currently
Match
being displayed
award,
on the
and
screen.
no surprise there. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think that early goal, Peter, pretty much...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And as you can see, we've already started here. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And they've got rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now that is a hefty challenge. Can he finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Balken was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was, and to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. Robertson, still goalless at the moment. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Law. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Beckham. And it's Messi. Now, can they get him a real chance? Goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
He's a sharp little ball here. Law unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Del Piero. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And the shot's on here. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Climbs up it! That's another chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. Barella wins the duel this time. Law, and this is Hullet. He is just caressing the ball. Baresi getting this one clear. And he's only too happy to take that back.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
No, it's come to nothing. Beckham has a look and plays it forward. And Nakata. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bullet, the man we've all come to watch. Oh, delightful ball. Shot could be on. There's a no-nonsense. There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Del Piero
Chance for a shot!
That's really well cleared. And this is Hullet.
And the finish!
Defending of the desperate variety. Barcelona still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Del Piero, and Del Piero!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries a shot! Wonderful from Del Piero!
He's got himself an absolute peach. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed. Law
Is on his own.
Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And the shot! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Messi. Can he get on the end of this?
And a chance! Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And with that, the
Big chance! He's scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted.
He's having a shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof!
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Barcelona complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And it's Hullet. That has ended up in no man's land. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
And we'd like to
Del
inform you now
Piero
that the
on the
latest
score
travel
sheet
information
3
is currently
times.
being displayed
Very
on the
much
screen.
the man.